At it again, and we've got to talk about Uncle Trump today. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let's dive in.
Today marks exactly 1 year from the 2024 presidential election and what could end up being a rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Our new CBS News poll shows Biden continues to trail Donald Trump in that possible head-to-head. He is now down 3 points. For more on why, we go to Anthony Salvanto. Good morning to you, Anthony.
Good morning, Margaret. To understand those numbers, we wanted to look at views about both today and the future. So first, the number of Americans who think that things are going badly in the country today has hit its high for the year. So you might expect any incumbent to be down as Biden is. But then look at these positive views of what people think will happen for them financially if Donald Trump wins. Way more voters think they'd be better off. And Biden, for his part, hasn't fully convinced as many Democrats that he'd help them as the middle class still reels from inflation. Then let's look overseas. There's more voters, we find, who think that it's Trump that would keep the U.S. out of a war if he wins. And that's driven by a lot of Republican unity on that idea. Let's look at Israel in particular. Americans sympathize with the Israeli people. Most Democrats think that Biden would show the right amount of support, but Democrats are more divided over military aid to Israel specifically. Margaret?
Anthony.
Now, I let this video off with that for a specific reason. And that reason is this. People try to say and have said that Trump can't win, right? Oh, Trump's just a loose cannon, yada, yada, yada. He's a maniac. He's a lunatic. This guy is, he's off his rockers. We've heard all of that before, right? And you know, you see these polls, and more are coming out now that are showing that Trump is projected to win in a landslide currently, which is just absolutely hilarious. You know, thinking back on the statements that people have made in the past and then looking at the polls now and listening to what people say now. And I've shown you guys some of those clips in videos where, you know, just regular people like you and I, just regular voters are like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. You know, people that you wouldn't even expect to necessarily vote for Trump are saying that. And I've shown you guys the clips. This isn't just me talking out of the side of my neck, right? So my thing is, I think Trump is playing chess, not checkers. And what I'm going to show you today is another reason why I believe that. And I've shown you guys some evidence as to why I believe he's playing chess, not checkers. The whole abortion issue is one way I think he's playing chess, not checkers. When a reporter tried to force him to make a statement on it, he didn't. He didn't say anything. He just said well, he did say something, but he didn't answer the question directly. He kind of danced around it. Like, he responded, but he didn't really answer the question. And he got asked again. And he said basically the same thing. And he got asked again. And he said basically the same thing again. He's playing chess, not checkers. This guy, I don't understand why people think this guy is such an idiot, because I don't see it. I think I see strategy. I see someone who's being very strategic since the very start of his campaign. He has been I mean, look, think back to all of the interviews that he's done, right? Since he announced he was running this time around. Think about all the interviews he's done. In what interview did he ever give the left any ammo? Did he give them anything to rally behind? He hasn't given them anything. And if you recall, reporters have tried to walk him into those traps periodically. One example is the whole abortion thing. We all know abortion is a very divisive issue in this country. It's a very divisive issue. In my humble estimation, it's the reason why we got a red mist and not a red wave in the midterms. It was the whole abortion issue. You guys remember the Democrats were out in the streets, Democrat politicians. Oh, we're not going to let them do that. You know, Maxine Waters, the Wicked Witch of the West, out in oh no, we're not going to let them do this to us. You had Elizabeth Warren out in the streets doing the exact same thing, right? It was something to rally them behind. Trump hasn't given it to them. And I believe he's being very strategic. Now, this clip that I want to show you guys It's coming from the same place that this clip came from. Check this clip out. You guys might remember this from, I think it was yesterday, actually, that I showed you guys this clip the first time. But I want to show it to you again. One, because it's absolutely hilarious. And two, because it's coming from the same place that I'm going to show you the Trump clip.
Yeah. Well, now it feels like home. Thank you all very much. Let me first thank the chairman and everyone here. Yep. Look. What a shock here for Trump. I'm going to fall over dead. Now look. Every one of those boos, every one of those catcalls, every one of those yells will not keep it. Yes, sure. Will not solve one problem we face in this country. Will not solve, and will not make this country better. Your anger against the truth is reprehensible.
All right, I'm gonna spare y'all the rest of that clip. We don't need to watch the whole thing again. I just wanted to see Christie get booed once again off the stage. Now, this clip I'm about to show you guys is coming from the same event, Real America's Voice. But this is Uncle Trump making a very, how should I say this? It's not the biggest move in the world. I will admit that. But I do think it was a very strategic move and almost like a slap in the face to Ron DeSantis. It was like sit down, little fella, stay in your place kind of move. Check out what Uncle Trump does right here.
He loves your state and he loves our country. And they all do. Thank you very much, Matt. Good job. A friend of mine who has been absolutely incredible, and he's a star. And I've been with him actually for a long time. Years ago, he gave me an award. I said, you ought to run for politics someday. He made such an impression, and he did, and he won right from the beginning. Byron Donalds. Where's Byron? Thank you, Byron. And his great family and his wife, who knows more about education than just about anybody I know. So stay handy, okay? Stay handy. Thank you, Doug.
Interesting statement there. Telling Byron Donalds, stay handy. You thinking what I'm thinking? I think Byron's going to be in Trump's administration in some capacity. I don't think he'll be a vice. Because he's from Florida too. But I do think he will be in Trump's administration in some capacity. So that's great. And honestly, I wouldn't mind a Byron Donalds 2028. What about a Byron Donalds Larry Elder ticket? Bro, the left would lose their ever-loving minds. Oh, the first fully black ticket? Oh my goodness. Bro, their heads would explode. trying to wrap their mind around this, because they always talk about skin color. The left always, skin color. The Republican Party, there's not many black people. And then the Republican Party has a black president and black vice president. I think that would be great. Not only because of the skin color, of course, because the left would lose their minds, but I do think those two gentlemen would be great at running this country. Larry Elder is somebody who can recall, just about every statistical stat there is, right? Very knowledgeable guy, somebody I respect, right? And we all know what Byron Donalds can do, baby. So what do you guys think about that ticket? Byron Donalds and Larry Elder. Y'all let me know in the comment section, but let's continue.
a warrior who really understands what's happening in the world and really understands the military and everything having to do with the military. And I can tell you that the man following likewise. These are two incredible people, very, very strong on military. If we'd listened to their advice, we wouldn't be in the problems we are right now. Michael Waltz and Corey Mills. Thank you. Great people. These are really great people, incredible. And they are warriors. That's what we need. We need warriors. We can't have non-warriors.
Facts.
As well as Kansas GOP chair has done a fantastic job, Mike Brown, who's here. Mike Brown, thank you. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you. Great job. How are we doing in Kansas? Pretty good? I hear good. Good. I think we're doing good there. And today I'm very grateful to receive the endorsements of 7 additional Florida legislators. And you know what? I'll announce them and I'll say, come on up. And if those great congressmen and Christian want to come up, you can come up too, because I see this is a very large stage. There was no holding back. So if you guys want to come up, come on up. State Senator Debbie Mayfield. Debbie's great. And State Representatives Jessica Baker, Webster Barnaby, Mike Beltran, David Borio, Kevin Steele, Paula Stark. Thank you very much. Ileana Garcia and Elena Garcia. What a nice-looking group of people. And also with us, who gave us the endorsement a little while ago, and just 2 great friends. I said, well, we have to bring them up too. Well, not really, sir. They did it before. I said, we're going to bring them up. They were early, and they were great, and they are great. Juan Porras and Randy Fine. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. Great job. Not present.
Now look at this image here. These are all people from Florida, congressmen and senators from Florida, who have endorsed Uncle Trump. You know who else was at this event? Ron DeSantis. Now, like I said earlier, this isn't like the biggest thing in the world. I recognize that. But when you have someone like Ron DeSantis, who has begun to take his little pot shots at Uncle Trump, right? He's tried. I mean, they're like, you know, he's like firing a 22 from a mile away, right? Good luck, brother. Good luck. All seriousness, you know, Ron DeSantis has begun to take, you know, little shots at Uncle Trump. And, you know, I don't think they've landed. I think they've absolutely been terrible whenever he's tried to, like, take a little shot at Trump. And then for Trump to make a move like this, when he knows Ron DeSantis is there, right? They're in Florida. This was in Florida, Florida GOP, right? This is in Florida, in his state, with his senators and congressmen. I think this is just the power play. Like, stay in your place, son. You're flying a little too close to the sun. You know, I think he actually brings up a couple more people. Hold on.
And state senators, you know, Joe Gruters is an incredible man. You know that, right? And he's been with us from the beginning, and he's been, right? We would all agree he's been great. And Ana Maria Rodriguez, you know that, great, and she sends her love, and she's on some very important work. And another person who gave us a very big endorsement on Friday, and it got a lot of publicity because he's an important guy, and he's a very good guy, and he's a U.S. Senator, and it's called Rick Scott, U.S. Senator Rick Scott. He's been a friend of mine for a long time, and he gave us a beautiful endorsement.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't understand why this isn't happening on a larger scale. people just getting behind Uncle Trump. But I do think it's hilarious that, more and more people from Florida, Ron DeSantis's folks, are just like, nah, skip you, Ron. We're getting behind this guy, and Uncle Trump brings them all on stage and like this show of, I don't want to say force, but it's almost like a, yeah, how about that, Ron? These are your folks, and look who they're standing behind, which is, they're standing behind the right guy, in my humble opinion. You guys know how I feel about Uncle Trump. I've made no secret of that. But I also have a reason why, I support Uncle Trump. It's not just, oh yeah, I like this guy, like I actually have some reasons as to why I support Uncle Trump. And I'm sure you guys also have reasons as to why you support Uncle Trump. Yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this instance here. Like I said, not big, but I do believe it is strategic. It's just another example of how I believe Trump is being strategic. He didn't have to do this. He didn't have to show up. You know what I mean? He's got cases going on across his country, really, in other places that he could be campaigning at. So to show up is one thing, but then to also kind of bring them on stage to kind of show like this force, like, yeah, I've got him behind me now, right? I think it's a strategic move, and it's just another example of why I believe he's playing chess, not checkers. This is just one small example of that. But you guys let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Do you guys think Trump is running a good campaign so far? Why or why not? And if you do you think there's room to improve? How do you think he can improve his campaign? And where can he improve, right? Let me know. Peace and love, family. I'm out.